This is level M, list 4, and we're doing the day 1 page, and in these words we're revising that SH can make the sh sound at the start of a word and also at the end of a word, but we don't use it in the middle of a word. The only 2 words where we have SH in the middle are fashion and cushion, and they are both French words, so that's why. So SH is generally the sh sound used at the start or the end of a word. Now if we have a look within these words, you'll see some other things happening. Sh, it, t, that's just 5 letters for 4 sounds. Here we've got the E making the previous vowel make its long sound, the E making the previous vowel make its long sound, and because we have a long A sound there, we know that we use a K after a long vowel sound. Now shackle, we've got a stop sound here, that's why we're using the LE after a stop sound, so we've talked about stop consonants previously. The other thing we have here is we have a short vowel sound, so we know we use CK after a short vowel sound. Showcase, we've got the O, so once upon a time these were 2 words and we've joined them together, so we've got the OW for the O sound, and we've got the E making the previous vowel, A, make its long sound. So we know also to use a C before an A, O, U, L, R for the K sound, and we'd use a K if the letter after it was an E, an I, or a Y. So showcase, we've actually got the SE making its sound there too, so just be aware of that. Leash, we've got the EA in here too, making that long E sound. Fin-ish, that's a nice easy one to sound. Pun-ish, you can sound that one out. Van-ish, you can sound that one out. And polish, you can sound that one out. So if you need to, when you're sounding these words out, you might prefer to break them into syllables. So if you're doing shackle, you'd have to link that KLE to there. Here we'd split this between the 2 words that we've joined together. Thin-ish, now that's a short vowel, so we'd break it. We'd close that syllable. Punish, we've got a short vowel, so we'd close the syllable with a consonant. Short vowel, close the syllable with a consonant. Polish, we've got a short vowel, so we close the consonant with the syllable with a consonant. Okay, so let's go back and look at what these words mean. So shift means to move something from one place to another, or in your cars, your parents may have to shift gears from one to another. Shame is where you feel embarrassed about something. Shake is where you might shake hands with someone to greet them. It comes from a way back in time when we used to shake hands to show that we didn't have a weapon in our hands and that we were friends. You can also have a milkshake when you shake a liquid up a lot, makes lots of bubbles, and the milkshake's quite yummy to drink. A shackle, it could be like the shackle that we used on prisoners so that they can't escape, and you can also use a shackle to make sure that a trailer or a caravan doesn't come off the tow bar on the back of your vehicle, so you can use a chain to make sure that that doesn't happen. A showcase is when you're doing a little concert or showing off something special to other people. A leash is that lead that you use for a dog so that it can't run away. Finish is the end of something. Punish is when someone's done something wrong and they get told off or punished. Vanish is when something disappears, and polish might be when you clean your shoes or you put a bit of paint on your nails or you polish your furniture at home to make it nice and clean and sparkly. Okay, so let's read the words, sound the words and spell the words, and we're going to cover them and write them without looking. So we've got shift, sh, it, t, sh, it, t, sh, it, t, S-H-I-F-T, 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 cover it and write it 3 times. So you're going to read it, sound it 3 times, spell it 3 times and write it 3 times. Don't forget to look to see if you've made an error and go back, rub it out and try it again. This is level M, list 4, and we're doing the day 2 page where we've got SH making the sh sound in these words. We've got shift, shame, shake, shackle, showcase, leash, finish, punish, vanish and polish. So you can see I've highlighted the SH in these words and then go back with a different colour. We're going to highlight the E to show that the previous vowel A is making its long sound A. Same with shake. In shackle we've got a short at sound, so we know to put CK after a short vowel sound. And you know that if you have a stop consonant, you're going to add LE after it for the ul sound. So K is a stop consonant because it stops as soon as you say it. K. Then in showcase we've got the OW, so we've actually got 2 small words joined together here. So we've got showcase, so we've got the OW in the show, and the E is making the previous vowel make its long sound in case. And here the SE at the end is making a sound. In leash we've got the EA for the long E sound as well. These ones, finish, punish, vanish, polish. We've got, we're going to split them after that short vowel and we're closing the consonant with an L. Okay, so what do these words mean? Shift means to move something from one place to another, or it could be a period of time that you're going to work. So some people might work night shift, or some people might work during the day. It's when they go to work, a work period. Shame is when you feel bad about something that you've done. Shake is when you move something quickly, either up and down or side to side. So it's a good way to make milk all frothy, and we all quite like a nice milkshake. Shackle is a chain with a lock that you can use to perhaps help keep a gate closed that you don't want anyone to enter, or to join a trailer to or a caravan or something to the back of a car. You put the link it to the tow ball, and then you put the shackle so that if it falls off it won't go flying across the road. Showcase is when you're showing something off, so you're showing something that you're proud of or that you want others to see. It could be a thing or it could be you performing something. A leash is something we use to control a dog and hold a dog while we're walking them. Finish means the end of something. Punish means when you get a penalty or you get told off for doing something. Vanish is when something disappears, and polish is when you make something nice and shiny. So let's read the words out and then spell them and write them. So we've got shift, shift, S-H-I-F-T. So cover it and write it again and make sure you've spelt it correctly. Down here, fill in the gap with the list word and circle if it is a noun or verb, and it could be a noun and a verb. So let's have a look at our first one. Wax is used to something the car, polish the car. So here it would be a verb. Polish could be the actual thing you're using, but in this particular sentence it's only going to be a verb. So it has to apply, even though it could be a noun and a verb, it's how it's used in the sentence. So don't get tricked on that one. Finish the saying and match to its meaning. Do something on a high note means to complete something successfully, would be to finish on a high note. Means you've finished a task and you've done really well with it and you're really happy about it. The graveyard shift means working at night. So something that not a lot of people want to do. This is level M, list 4, and we're doing the day 3 page, and it's where we're using SH for the sh sound. So we know from previous lists that we can use SH for the sh sound at the start or the end of a base word. The only time it would appear in the middle of a word is cushion and fashion, and that's because they are French words, but usually when we want a sh in the middle of a word, we use ti, ci, si, xi, etc. for that sh sound. So let's have a look at what we've got in these words. We've got shift, nothing there. The E here in shame is making the previous vowel make its long sound, the same as in shake. Shackle, we've got a short vowel sound here with the at, so we're putting a double consonant after it. But now we can never use double C or double K, so we put one C and one K there. And then because K or K is a stop sound, we're then adding LE at the end of that. So stop sound, we put LE at the end of a word. Now if we're breaking that into syllables, we would break it with that K sticking to the LE. Now in showcase we have the O sound, OW, and we've got the E making the previous vowel make its long sound. So once again, you're going to split that word into two syllables with those two smaller words that have joined together between those two. Leash, you've got the EA for the long E sound. Finish, you've got a IT sound and another IT sound there. Put up, nish, short sound, vanish, same, short sound, short vowel sound, polish, short vowel sound there. Now these ones are different. We're going to split these here, and they've not got a double consonant after the short vowel sound, which is quite unusual. Usually in a multisyllabic word, if we have a short vowel sound, we do usually have two consonants after it. So if you look at where these words come from, their history or their etymology, it would help explain why that is happening. Now let's go back and read, sound and spell these words. So we've got you a little bit of paper ready to cover them with. So shift, shift, S-H-I-F-T, cover it and write it like that. Verb families, here you're writing a base word. Here you're adding, you have to listen. If you hear is, you know to write es. But if you just hear s, you're just going to write an s at the end of a word. So polish is, finish is, vanish is, punish is, shackles. You're hearing shifts. Now then this line you're adding the ing, and in here you're adding the ed. Now don't forget the ed can make different sounds, so it can say ud, d or t, but you know to write ed at the end to form the past tense of those verbs. So then you're going to use those verbs from the table to finish the sentences. So the fisherman forgot to something, his boat trailer to his car, and it came off the tow ball. So you'll have to work out with shackle, which form of shackle, the verb shackle, will you write in there to make it sound right so that that sentence makes sense. You can finish those ones on your own. You may need to discuss them within your group. Make the new words and write one sentence. So whenever you're making a longer word from a base word, always remember base word plus. Write the base word and then add the other bits on. So here you will, you've got shame, add full, add lee. So we're breaking up those suffixes into their parts. So full, we only use one L for the suffix full, but when we want to change it into an adverb, we're going to have to add ly, not just a y. Punishment, mint is M-E-N-T at the end of a word, and so you just add that to the base word. Shiftable, we're adding able to the end of the word. Shiftable, we give it a bit of a grunt sound, but you know the suffix is able. So down the bottom, write the correct word. Now be careful the way you say these, because the way you say them will indicate the way you spell them. So finishes, polishes is the verb. Now when you have the ER on the end of these, it usually indicates someone who. So someone who finishes is a finisher, a polisher is someone who polishes. So you've got that plural noun, and this is a verb and a verb. So that might help you fill in those spaces correctly down the bottom. This is level M list 4 and we're doing the day 4 page on compound sentences. So what makes a compound sentence? Two independent clauses can be joined to become a compound sentence. How do we do this? You'll need a joining word. Joining words are called conjunctions. Compound sentences must have a coordinating conjunction. So there are different types of conjunctions. There are only 7 coordinating conjunctions. So if you want to make it easy to remember them with fanboys. And for every letter of fanboys, there's a word, a coordinating conjunction. So we've got for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. And I'll put them down there for you. So match the independent clauses through our coordinating conjunction. So you have to have a full sentence, then a joining word, and then another full sentence, and that makes a compound sentence. So we've got a new puppy and his name is Toby. It was too wet to play with Toby outside. You have to work out what the best joining word would be and match it to the best sentence at the end here. Now write out one of the sentences you made above. So choose any one of those sentences that you've made by joining one independent clause to another independent clause using a coordinating conjunction. Write it there. For the independent clauses below, add a coordinating conjunction. So another coordinating conjunction here. And then write another independent clause to finish the sentence off. And you're going to be making compound sentences. Jessie wanted to go to the beach, so put in your coordinating conjunction and finish off that sentence with an independent clause. Then you can write 2 of your own compound sentences down here. We're not even going to give you the first one. You have to write an independent clause with a coordinating conjunction, then another independent clause, and try to make them interesting.